Hey, y'all, come look at this.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. I know I am. It is Tuesday, July 12th, and Tucker Carlson put out another episode of his essentially Twitter show. I'm not sure why he's only publishing on Twitter. He should be publishing it on YouTube and Rumble, please and thank you. I guess he's worried about getting strikes or censored. Well, then at least Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey, he should be hosting his show on. Maybe they're worried about, people taking screenshots of having low views because they're new technology. I don't know. But this particular one triggered everybody. And I think it's pretty interesting to see. And I'm not sure what's going on with Twitter long term in terms of video. I know Elon wants to do it, but he puts out a video last night, episode 9, the Andrew Tate interview, in which it is 2.5 hours long of him talking to Andrew Tate. Now, whatever you think of Andrew Tate, I think for me, my interest is that he gets a fair trial. There's been all sorts of things said about him. I don't agree with everything he said. I don't disagree with everything he said. He's just a dude on the internet to me. But I'll say this, he deserves a fair trial. And I hope that we can all agree on at least that. For all the people that think he's guilty of all this heinous stuff, well, then let that come out in court. I happen to think it's awfully suspicious that they arrested the guy. And if they had all this evidence, all this slam dunk evidence, why haven't they tried him? They took all of his cars, they took all of his money, they had him locked up in prison, then they put him in house arrest after that. I guess it takes time to build a case. Well, then you should have waited to arrest him. I just think the longer they wait, the more suspicious it looks. That's what I'll say. If they really have all the evidence on him, well, then let him have his day in court. But I'll say this much. The meltdown has been a chef's kiss. I also want to mention, I know many of you know that I do a daily show on Rumble now. That also means I'm using my locals again, and not just to share videos, but I'll use it to share memes, and we have a live chat, and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm going to leave, at the very minimum, if you can, make sure you follow me over there, because I send out notifications when I go live, and get the locals app so you can meet people, participate in chats. But I'm also going to use it to, share memes and funny articles, and much in the way that I use Twitter, but for stuff I think that, viewers need to see, need to know. If stuff needs to happen, I'll share it there too. So make sure you follow me over there. You don't have to be a supporting member to get the notifications and, that kind of stuff. If you want to support, that would be greatly appreciated, but you don't have to. But it'd be neat if you did. You don't have to, though. I just want to be able to reach you. And this is right now the best tool I have. So he does the interview, right? The 2.5 hour long interview. It is extremely popular. Has 300,000 likes. Elon Musk shares it, probably because he knows it will spawn a million articles, and it did. And they're one more unhinged than the next. 282,000 likes for that interview. If you look at him with who's his last episode? His previous episode, 233,000. So it's right on par. It'll probably, 282. It's even more popular. So it has 282,000 likes. His episode 7 has 300 likes. So 390,000 likes on the Bobby Kennedy one, 400,000 likes. See, this one will probably end up near 300,000 or 400,000. It's 300,000 to 350,000 likes. That's incredible. Not everybody that likes it watches it, and I've made my position clear about Elon hiding view count on videos. You see it as a creator, but he doesn't see it. We can't see it. People say, "Oh, it got 49.5 million views." It did not. It absolutely did not. It got 49.5 million impressions, meaning it just showed up on a timeline. But I'm sure it still got 3 to 5 million views, maybe 10 million views even. I don't know. Click-through rate depends. The rate at which people actually click on these videos varies. The very long ones, it's much less. The short ones, it's much higher. But the meltdowns. Here's Ben Collins formerly of NBC, I believe. Elon and Tucker have created a manosphere bubble that is obsessed with masculinity through the lens of demeasuring, testicle tanning, and cookdom. They have abdicated power and marginalized themselves by constantly fixating on the weird psychosexual ideas. What? And then he says, here he's just melting down completely he's absolutely melting down about the Andrew Tate interview. I don't know why. Who cares? You don't have to watch it. Now he's like, ooh, Tesla board members are investigating Elon Musk. Ooh, Elon bad. Leave the platform then, bud. You can't. You won't. And these articles are also completely unhinged. Anger as Tucker Carlson drops lengthy interview with Andrew Tate. Commentators, including journalists, criticize 2.5-hour talk that glorifies him. Brought to you by the same people that will watch all these true crime shows and watch endless hours of Manson footage, or one of the most popular shows in America, in the recent history, was a miniseries called Dahmer on Netflix. You know what I mean? All these people are talking about how great that show was. That guy actually was convicted of those things. Tucker Carlson has once again invited criticism for uploading a 2.5-hour long interview with Andrew Tate on Twitter. The extensive interview, Carlson's first on his new show, that is on its 9th episode, has raked in millions of views hours after it's uploaded. Again, you don't know how many views it has. Carlson, who previously defended Mr. Tate and called his arrest a human rights violation, has sparked outrage by giving a platform to the controversial influencer without proper scrutiny or contextualization. That's just a red herring. They're just mad. And again, the guy's done some stuff I don't agree with. But again, all I'll say is that the meltdown, the rage, that's hilarious to me. All right, the guy deserves his day in court. If you don't like him, you don't have to consume his content. If you do like him, you can. It's just very black and white to me. Right-wing TV personality kicked off the interview by asking to make up your own mind about Mr. Tate, who has defended himself and denied the charges against him. And again, isn't he allowed to do that? Given the widespread allegations against Mr. Tate, the decision to host the British American has drawn criticism from various quarters, ranging from media personalities to journalists, including conservative commentators as well. The Daily Beast reporter, which is not a conservative, Justin Bargona, weighed in on the interview, calling Mr. Tate an unapologetic pornographer. Okay, that's probably true. After lamenting about how young men are now withdrawn into these things, Tucker Carlson then proceeds to sympathetically interview an unapologetic pornographer for 2.5 hours. So what? This is the mainstream. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. I just think that, ultimately, you see 2.5 hours defending and singing the praises of an accused, terrible person. So brave. He's accused. Okay? If what they say about him is true, okay, but that has to be proven in court. I don't understand why this is such a... It's because people, including apparently people on the right, just because they don't like somebody, they want everything to be true, and they don't care about due process. American conservative talk show host Eric Erickson said Mr. Tate is charged with all sorts of things. Are you an Andrew Tate right-winger or a Sound of Freedom right-winger? You can't really be both. Actually, I'd prefer to be neither. I prefer to make up my own mind. And obviously, we don't know. There's going to be things that people say that Andrew said that maybe aren't true. I don't know. You see, Elon Musk condemned for promoting Tucker Carlson interview with Andrew Tate. Why? If Musk were a mega billionaire, he'd be enrolled in Tate's Hustler Academy, trying to learn how to increase his market value and snatch hoes. Yeah, if he wasn't a super mega genius, okay, who's single-handedly fixed the world's high-speed internet access problem, who has discovered how to send rockets into space and bring them back, who has, I don't care if you don't think he invented Tesla, but he made the company and he brought electric cars to the mainstream. Okay, the guy, and that's, and he's also got his weird brain chip thing, which I don't care for, but it's also got great practical purposes too. I think, so I don't, you can dislike, again, Elon Musk, but calling him stupid is just dumb and ignorant. He's not stupid. He's super smart. And do I agree with everything he says? No, I don't. But I just think, do I agree with every decision he makes at Twitter? Also, no. But like the meltdowns. Some Twitter users are quick to lambast the business mogul for promoting content on the platform, with NBC reporter calling it very, very sad. Rolling Stone, Andrew Tate compares himself to Titanic victims in nauseating Tucker Carlson interview. All of these outlets are writing about him, right? That's the irony of all this, okay? That's the irony of all this. Whether you like him or not, okay? When you're saying, hey, Tucker Carlson gave him a platform, that's not okay. Now I'm going to write and give him a platform on my outlet. It's like this incredible self-own that I couldn't possibly think of going any better. But like him or not, the man deserves a free trial, and the media meltdown only makes me want everything they say about him to be untrue more. And I'm just being honest. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like on it. Again, please do follow me over on Locals. I know a bunch of you did at one point, but maybe you need to reactivate or reinstall the app. It's really, really important so I can get a hold of all of you. Again, you don't have to become a supporting member. I just want to be able to get a hold of you, especially as I transition more to Rumble and full-time and do stuff like that. I want to be able to do more fun stuff with it. I want to do a Secret Santa. I want to do all sorts of stuff, and I think this lets me do that better than anything else right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. We'll talk to you again real soon.